Yeah, that was definitely a really baller swap from the Vengeful Spirit, saving the Rigoro's life, and then Sniper canceling Enigma's ulti, helping him get out of there. So they cannot let this Rigoro go down. If Rigoro goes down, two lanes are going to go down immediately because they're going to have really nothing to push this back. And they can't send Sniper to the front lines because he will go down. He needs that Rigoro standing in front of him. So they very well played by Vengeful Spirit, sacrificing himself there. And let's see if they're going to detect its Roshan.
Yeah, tank item, no more. I think Doom says he is going to pick up a Hyperstone, so going for the AC that you were talking about. So finally we're going to see some semi-offensive item, but that there is a huge defensive component there as well with the armor. So I think the tanky item continues. I think that Playmail is going to go for Shiva's Guard. There you go. Lion Shiva's Guard. How often do you see that? Not at all.
And not to mention, look at Darchow. He also has a plate mail. So, like, what's going on here? They already have a Curious going for the Lucifer. They already have a Shiva's. Like, what are you possibly doing? Are they getting... I mean, two Shivas...
No, I guess they just want the extra armor, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. But, so they're just going to grab a plate mail? Like, it's interesting. Like, maybe we're going to see a second Shiva's or something. I mean, I guess the Shiva does, you know, it does stack. Like, you can have you can get hit by two Shiva's guards. I think so, right?
Yeah.
That probably doesn't come out too much, but, so this battle is definitely going to be really pivotal. Basically,
it looks like there is another swap on that Enigma, but all these battles that are happening right here, the Sentinel team is as if waiting for the Scourge to initiate. They allow them to swap the Doom, they allow them to swap the Enigma, and says we're so tank, it does not matter. And it looks like all these team fights the Sentinel are winning are all initiated by Scourge swaps. And on any normal circumstance, those swaps look really great because you are swapping their Enigma. Hooray, you killed him. But that Enigma says, I have 1800 HP, I got 21 armor, I got a mecha, I got magic wand, I got a pop on the pipe, really that is a lot of tank.
Yeah, it's actually funny right now, when you think of paper heroes, right now the paper hero for the Sentinel is Sven. He's the guy who, if he gets caught up by a goo, they stand a chance of killing him. Well, of course, in the Crystal Maiden. But all the Crystal Maidens, I think, trying to correct that. Looks like she's going to be getting the hood pretty soon. But if you notice right now, it's like, okay, if they get Sven caught up, and wow, Rigoroll actually picked up Shiva's Guard. So rather than the Curious going Shiva's Guard, maybe go Curious next, but we'll see. Maybe a Heart or something? I don't know. Rigoroll, again, we don't see him played too commonly in the Pro, so his item choices are not going to be completely clear what's popular and what's not. But,
yeah, at this point, when it comes down to 5v5 late game, you really got to question who scales better into late game, especially these int heroes. We know CM doesn't scale too well, Lion doesn't scale awfully too well, but he does have 2 stuns, so that's really helpful there. Enigma is a little bit debatable whether he scales, but he does have Midnight Pulse. Doom is going to get picked off. It looks like his Aegis is going to get picked off as well, but his support players are coming in. They are going to really go for that Doombringer. Doombringer already at half HP. He is doing whatever he can. That Witch Doctor gets picked down immediately. BKB Zeus doing a lot of damage there. They're going to try to go for the Venge. BKB pop on this Fender, but BKB's Fence still slow by the goo here. Sniper joining the fight. Sniper doing a lot of damage to the Shiva's Guard Lion, and they are... looks like that line will be going down. Let's see if there's a clutch black hole saving there. There is a Hex being casted, I think. No. Yeah, that was the Lion casting Hex. I think Lion will be going down. Yeah, it's just taking too much damage at this point. I think Scourge is really looking forward to push their advantage. They're going to chase down the Sven. Blink Dagger not going to help here, and I think they will pick off the Sven as well. So they will pick off. They will easily pick off the level 2 tower and maybe even go for the racks.
Yeah, what a crazy turn of events right there. I kind of thought. That last encounter we saw Sniper go down, or 2 encounters ago we saw Sniper go down mid lane. I thought it was almost spelling the end of them, but despite having an Aegis, Doombringer, if you saw at the start of the battle, really was the main reason. That was, Zhou was just completely at fault in that last battle, because he was caught up by 4 heroes in middle. I think that's I've already mentioned this before. This is like
the second or third time.
Yeah, where he's getting caught up alone, and he lost the Aegis, and went down again. And in fact, he was so far out away from his teammates that they couldn't even get into support in time before, despite having an Aegis and respawning, they still couldn't quite get there in time to get in position to help him out. So we're gonna have to see a little bit better play, especially when they're putting so much hopes into this, late game Lucifer, who has an Assault Cuirass. You need him to stay alive with that Cuirass. You really need that Cuirass around. So we can't see, another Rambo like that, and they're gonna push a lot forward, a lot more than just the second tower.
And it looks like they are going to have dual Shiva's guard. How often do you see these strange things going on? There is just armor up the wazoo for a Sentinel right now. If you click on any Sentinel hero, they are stacking at least 20 armor. That's quite respectable armor. Like, at this point, the Terra is kind of like, a whiff. The Quill Spray won't do damage, and really going back to who scales better, like I was talking about, the Sentinel hero, the Sentinel in hero doesn't scale too well. Scourge doesn't scale well either. Zeus is like, well actually Zeus static field is pretty good, right, late game, because it's a percentage
not when everyone has a hood. It does like
that is true.
But especially too because it's not like they've stacked HP, they just stacked magic resistance, and his static field is good against like high HP heroes, but
yeah, that's true.
The HP levels are not actually that high. And wow, even Crystal Maiden, look, Vanguard going hood. So it's ridiculous. And yeah, that gem is actually really helpful right now. They're basically just combing over the Scourge Woods. They're probably going to go up and take out that Observer Ward for XtC there. The last Observer Ward up there.
Oh, look at that sexy Nova again.
Yeah, taking it out. The reason I had actually mentioned before, if Crystal Maiden was alone, I've definitely seen a Crystal Maiden at early levels Nova for an Observer Ward, but was the only one around, and couldn't kill it fast enough before.
And then the team just came.
Yeah. So that's why I had asked if she had done it on her own, because that happened a while ago. If you miss a couple times and you are Crystal Maiden, sometimes you actually won't have enough time with vision to finish it off. But of course, at this stage, it doesn't matter, especially when you have all 4 teammates around. But. So
speaking of map control, Scourge is still trying to put these Observer Ward down. They should know by now there's a gem, but I'm not too sure. Especially if you look at this Observer Ward, leading to the Roshan area from their base, like that is not in any hiding position. And if that CM ever walks there, that thing is gone. So I'm not too sure why they're putting such easily countered wards. So
yeah, there's I think we saw last game. You called it a ninja ward, like ninja sentries and stuff. It would be interesting to see if there are good observer, if you can hide a good observer ward behind a tree or something that would make it not visible.
Oh, CM. Sorry, CM is gonna get. Oh, he should use that Crow to fear himself. That TP scroll for the TP out, but no, he is gonna lose that gem. Crow cannot pick it up, by the way. So there you go. Gem is gone.
Rigwell smacked it. So maybe Vengeful Spirit was like, "What the fuck? Why didn't you leave it for me?"
I know that. Yeah, that is a WTF moment.
Yeah, I definitely would think that. But I was in a game once actually where I killed someone on the opposing team with a gem, and then their own teammate killed it, and the guy was like rage quit. But anyway, that's a different story. We're seeing a mid lane push right now from XtC, and with Crystal Maiden out though, that's really not enough to continue this push. And man, actually, that is another spell that we didn't really think about. But Enigma's AoE,
Midnight Pulse, yeah,
his Midnight Pulse actually did some significant damage to Rigwell. So that's pretty interesting, considering he still has a hood. So that's a pretty effective anti-push tool. And yeah, they're not going to be able to penetrate the base. Finally, we see actually an Enigma.
Finally, I mean, but if you get it now, actually, I don't know. But if you look at Rigwell, he's going for an AC of his own. So I mean, I don't know. This game is really going down to the point. I mean, if Sentinel loses the Doom, they are in danger of being pushed. But same thing for Scourge. If they lose their Rickroll, I think that's pretty much it. They're really waiting for the sniper to deliver, and yeah, he has gone for the BKB, much to my dismay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I wonder what his next item will be. Honestly, his next item will have a lot of bearing on how this game plays out. He really needs a damage item, in my opinion. Especially considering the threat that the tank ability of all these heroes. You know, if you get a high damage item, it just negates Vanguards completely. And of course, the armor is going to be a bitch to go through. Really, the only thing Nirvana can do is whittle you down. So at this point, it's this war of attrition. And if you can get someone like Sniper beefy enough so that you can whittle them down really fast, that is exactly what can take care of this Nirvana. Because right now they've completely countered this Rigwhirl. I think they can kind of just stand there and take his stacks of Quill Spray and take his Radiance. They all have enough regen and armor to do that, but they have not really worried at all about the Sniper. So we'll see if they can. XtC can make him pay.
And Sniper's venturing very bravely. Probably BKB. Oh my god, you got BKB. Use it. Force a swap on the Venge there. But it looks like that. What is that Sniper doing? He's just running heads in, and he's gonna get black hole. Now he pops his BKB a little bit late there. Taking a lot of damage, but looks like no one has died just yet. Rigwhirl will fall down, gets Force Staff out of that black hole. Someone was paying attention. Looks like Sven will get picked off, but Sniper will get picked off as well. So really poor positioning by the Sniper player. And I think, do they have buyback gold? Rigwhirl does not. Sniper buys back. I think that might be it. Well, I don't know. They have no one to protect that Sniper. Sniper doesn't do damage at all, considering how tanky these heroes are on Sentinel team. So I think they will lose mid-rack Zeus BKB just to run by here. And it looks like, oh, that Sniper is still doing some respectable damage because no one's really focusing. Now they're going to get frostbitten to death. Manta on cooldown, BKB on cooldown. Venge gets Force Staff away, and Sniper goes down for a second time. No buyback, and I think they're going to lose mid-racks.
Yeah, Sniper definitely... very disappointing performance so far. At this point, in these kind of encounters, you really need him to shine. And he was kind of on the front lines when he didn't need to be there, and he was running away or not attacking the opponents when he needed to be. So basically kind of a non-factor in a lot of these battles, and he needs to be the main factor. So especially with a performance like that way too late, they're going to get punished. And mid's going to go down, and Sniper can't buy back either. Rigwhirl won't be back for another 20 seconds. Bot lane's definitely going to go down as well if we see the tower's already at half health. I wonder if they can get to racks, though. We'll see. Yeah, they're tearing through this tower. So, and what can Zeus do at this point? Zeus is going an ult stick. I really think that is a poor item choice. He started going ult stick after he's seen that everyone on their team has hoods. So, why can't... I would think you should go for a disable, some kind of disable, especially when you're going against a team like that has an Enigma. He's a perfect candidate for a Gwynsu's or a Yule's to cancel that ulti. Not to mention, just you really need more disables on this team. I really think that was a really poor choice going for that ult stick. So, anyway.
I also think, I mean, the Force Staff would have been a lot more helpful, to be honest, for mobility reasons. If your Sniper gets, ganked, chain stun, if your Bristleback gets focused, a simple Force Staff solves a lot of it. And, there's a lot of poor positioning by the Sniper, by the Bristleback. And because of that, they lost 2 lanes here, and they're going to lose a couple more heroes on bot lane as well. Yeah, I think they just lost the Zeus, and Witch Doctor is close to follow. So I think this game is pretty much over at this point.
Yeah, and actually that was really funny. Really well played by Nirvana. If we just saw that last kill, they had a great bait by Crystal Maiden. They had 3 heroes standing in the... oh, I wish I could ping and show you, but they had 3 basically above the right side ancient.
So is it like a inverted L, like an inverted L path to the most right side of the map? There's a path where you turn right and you go straight up.
Creeps just above them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So they had 3 heroes waiting there, and Crystal Maiden kind of was perched, just visible. And the Vengeful Spirit fell for the bait and went up and swapped him. And right as he got swapped, 3 heroes emerged and Lion and they basically took out the Vengeful Spirit. So that was a pretty epic bait. Pretty epic bait there.
Sorry to cut you off. I'm not sure if you caught what happened. They took off Roshan number 3, Aegis on the whoever. Who has a Vegas by now? That doesn't matter. Enigma picked up the cheese and sold it to the shop.
Seriously? I did not see that.
He sold it to the shop. By the way, you could sell cheese for 500 gold.
I did not know that.
You shouldn't, because who the hell sells cheese, right, for 500 gold?
Yeah,
wow,
I was man, I've spent this entire game farming up an entire health pool. It's just insulting if I'm going to have a cheese, right?
Yeah, it's like... Well, it's better than destroying the gem.
That's true.
You can't sell that. Yeah. Anyways, there is a battle of attrition here. And speaking of battle attrition, it's really odd to see a battle of attrition without Dusa in place. I mean, this is like a new battle of attrition. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is insane. They were That's totally right. Especially games that go this long, you don't normally see this unless you have a Turtle Medusa on the Scourge or something. But they don't have a hero like that.